What's up, guys? Iceman here. So, my assassin China is now level 44, alright? And I've been through some of Nightmare. I think I'm in Act 4 Nightmare. I was actually able to solo Mephisto. However, now I'm back in normal, and I'm going to run Val. Because 44, you can still get some experience. Until about 45, is where Val runs kind of start really falling off. But I stopped Val runs probably around 36, and I just started walking Nightmare with random folks in a group. So that's how far we got. Now, what's cray-cray is I haven't found a single damn unique throughout normal. So while I was walking in Act 2, the Dry Hills, all of a sudden a unique small shield falls, alright? And here it is. Umbral Disc, I think is what it is? Or is that the buckler? Yeah, that's this one, okay. So, pretty shitty, so nothing too exciting about that. An LOD classic, there's just... Maybe for a super low level character like a Paladin early on, this would be kind of helpful, but at this point it's not helpful. So I'm going to throw it in the stash and maybe use it on a Paladin when I make one, because I think I might. I really like the Zeal Paladins. Specifically the ones wielding Grief, and just the 1-point Zeal, 1-point Smite Wonder Paladin, where you put a ton into Zeal, you put 1 point into Smite, and you can still do Ubers with them. I would make them back in the day. It was fun as fuck. So I might make a Paladin coming up in the not too distant future, perhaps, but I also want to make a Frenzy Barbarian. So here's what's cray-cray, is Umbral Disc drops, right? I was like, oh, wow. And I kind of came to realize at that point, I was like, this is the first unique that I found so far in D2R. About 2 minutes later, in the same area, a unique ring falls. And I'm like level 42 or something, right? Second unique that I found so far in D2R. So my thoughts were, oh, this could be Nagel Ring. Maybe I'll get a Nagel Ring with a good roll for MF. But I was like, oh, but what if it's a Frostburn? Or not Frostburn, what if, I found Frostburn as well. But I was like, but what if it's a Ravenfrost? Wow, that would be toad as fuck. And that's like the highest that I set my expectations. It didn't even cross my mind, the possibility of SOJ, because I've never found an SOJ in LOD Classic, and I played it a lot. I found an SOJ in Project Diablo 2, I believe. It was Season 1 or Season 2. But of course, that was all running on Player 5 or Player 8 drop rates, something like that. So I found it with kind of that bump to it, right? Here I was in a single-player, Player 1 game in D2R, and all of a sudden I identify this shit, and it's SOJ. And I was stoked, dog. I couldn't fucking believe it. And I was really looking forward to showing you Toads this. And I should have waited to identify it. Like I said, I just didn't have shit for expectations. I thought it was going to be just so used to rolling, Mantled Heal or a Nagel Ring. Probably the lowest tier rings in terms of unique rings in Diablo 2. But yeah, it's an SOJ. And I was like, shit. I was like, I mean, the kick/trap assassin. I mean, this benefits her, really in every way. I mean, actually, I don't think the lightning damage adds to your kick. Yeah, the lightning damage does not add to the kick, but that's fine. I mean, it's shitty light damage anyway. I'm just saying, I just like utilizing all the mods on an item. But yeah, it's absolute shit. Lightning damage makes almost no difference whatsoever in Hell and Beyond. So. But just a minute nitpick. But the mana, like this is... You want these on Hammerdins, you want these on any type of Sorceress, you want these on Necromancers. But really, Trap Assassins as well. You want an SOJ or a BK ring. Probably BK might be a little better, actually, with the Life Leech, because you can leech life with kick. But, yeah, I mean, this was cool as fuck, like... I was really surprised that I found it, and it's kind of annoying how this is not a ladder, So I don't know what are they going to do with these characters, and when are they going to reset the ladder? Because now I really set the bar fucking high. Because playing D2R, I'm like, well, I'll just mess around with this assassin and see what I get, but then I'll take it more seriously when the ladder resets. But of course, now here I am, and I have an SOJ already, and I haven't even completed Nightmare. So that's going to be really hard to top. You know, in fact, it's nearly damn impossible to top. Because really the only better thing I could find is another fucking SOJ. Especially running through Nightmare. You know, it's like the most valuable item you can possibly find in Nightmare, as far as I see it. I mean, you can maybe find a Shackle from Bal, but of course SOJ is more valuable than Shackle. So the only thing that comes beyond this are like the 85 plus area items, like Griffin's Eye, like Walteriel's Might is kind of a piece of shit, but it's a collector's item to the point where, you know, maybe that's worth an SOJ. I don't know. But yeah, Griffin's fucking Eye is basically it. Maybe Death's Web or Wind Force, even though you have Faith now in D2 LOD Classic, which is really good in LOD Classic. So, although Bosons are kind of subpar when it comes to optimal game running builds, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, it's the best. I mean, it's by far the best item I found, obviously, and I really don't expect to top this for a long fucking time. You know, like I don't know what these go for. I mean, probably like a Burr Rune, a Jaw Rune, something like that. But okay. I found a few other uniques, so I'm just going to identify them. Here's Hawkmail. Oh. 10 Festival, yeah, I mean... Shit, I guess I might as well put it on my mercenary for now, because he was just wearing this plain armor. Okay, and I found Frostburn, which is kind of cool. And I think in LOD Classic, these always get 40 mana. Hell yeah. So those are quite nice. Yeah, it's kind of a tough call, but shit, I'll probably wear them. You know, it's nice having the 30 res on there, but whatever. All right, so and I also found Sky Strike, the unique edge bow, which is, you know, kind of shitty, but for an early Amazon, you know, it might be fun to mess around with this for a minute. So there it is. Of course, you can put this on an Act 1 Merc, but I think Act 1 Mercs pretty much suck in LOD Classic, or D2R rather. But yeah, I'll show you the rest of her gear. Looks like my frame rate's a little choppy, so I gotta adjust some settings a minute here. Iceboy might need a new graphic card. I might be looking into those shortly. But just using this, you know, to kick the shit out of things, and IES adds to your traveling speed. So, and of course you can leech mana with your kicks as well, and your weapons don't break if you're kicking. So just have your Dragon Talon on your left kick. And just kind of nice, I can leech mana a little bit. I rarely ever use it, the kick aspect, but I do sometimes. Now I have Frostburn, so quite nice. Got this nice, potentially endgame setup right here. Hell yeah. Although these aren't endgame, but for some characters, you know, for some sorceresses, you might want to have both these endgame. That's toad as fuck. Yeah, I remember back when I first started playing D2, one of my boys introduced it to me, and he was like, "Oh, I got Frostburn gauntlets from Diablo," and then he claimed to even find an SOJ. So here he is, like I'm playing botnet, right, like all the time, and he was playing single player or something, and he found like both of these items, and it blew my mind because I put so much fucking time into it. And I never found an SOJ, but shitty belt, stealth armor, just kind of useful for the run walk. Found this helm with shadow disciplines, not very useful, but whatever. Found this in a Nightmare. On my way to Windariel. So I was really pleased with that, you know, 1 to assassin skills, hell yeah. This, I primarily just wanted some mana. It gave me a little bit of MF. So now my mana is pretty damn nice, and I didn't put a single point in energy. These for the MF alone, a very shitty shield, just amazing, you know. Amazing how shitty the gear is on this character. Now, I wanted to make a rhyme, right? Or even, fuck it, even Ralort Tal. Which I guess I could do that Barb quest, because I haven't yet. I'll probably do that shortly, actually. I'll do the Barb quest. And just go buy a 3-socketed shield. Ralort Tal or something like that. But here's what I've been up to, man. Check it out. And I'll show you her damage. Her trap damage is actually quite nice. So I'm gonna mess around with the settings real quick. So here's her Lightning Sentry damage. Very pleased with that. Oh, it even shows base in parentheses. That's kind of a nice addition. It shows your how many base points you have in a skill now. I didn't know that, so it says base level 20. But yeah, now going, you know, almost 1200 damage, so quite nice. And I only have, I think, 2 points into this now. But just 1 point of Death Sentry initially really helps. But of course, you want to max this shit out to increase the radius. It always does 40 to 80% corpse life returned as damage to enemies. So, very nice. So you basically quickly lay 4 light sentries, then 1 death sentry, and you're good to go. And then I have just 1 point into Shadow Master. Cloak of Shadows is nice when you're kind of vulnerable. 1 point into Burst of Speed. So yeah, the Shadow's quite nice, but here's what I've been doing. 3, 4, then you pop a death sentry. Almost not even necessary here, because she's just doing so much damage. But these are good places to MF, you know. Now that I'm in Nightmare, in fact, and I just got to Act 4, so I need to get to Act 5, and then I can start farming Shank Nightmare some. Because of course, with the Trap Assassin, the downside is, you know, I like to take the less traveled path generally. And I know everyone's making a sorceress, and they're all running the bosses and shit. But yeah, you got to improvise a little bit when you're, you know, any other character basically, because you don't have teleport. So I just like to, you know, farm Shank in Hell, farm Eldritch, farm Nithalak when you can. Maybe the Trab, but it's going to be a long time for this chick can farm the Hell Trab. But I'm mostly looking forward to Pit in Hell. You know what I'm saying? So Pit in Hell, because then that's when the fun really begins, man. Because you know that you could potentially find the best things in the game. You know, because here we are, Nightmare, and really the only like top tier items you can find in Nightmare. Outside of, you know, some of the mid-level runes. It's a freaking SOJ, and I found that shit, so I'm damn pleased with that. Hell yeah. I can't quite remember, can the same unique fall in an LOD Classic game, like the same game? Can it fall more than once? I feel like there was something back in the day where, like it was kind of a strategy. If you found a unique ring in, say, Act 1 or something, you should keep that game open and keep farming and hope to find another unique ring, because that one that you found then will then be out of the roll-based equations. So, you know, you could increase your chances of getting like an SOJ or whatever other ring you're looking for. So let me know in the comments if you dogs know any details on that information. But hell yeah. So now I'm to the point where I can start pumping up Death Sentry, which is a very nice place to be with this build, because you want to get that explosion damage up there, or not damage, but explosion radius, because that shit is just going to start popping the hell out of everything, and it's very rewarding. Holy shit! A lot of lightning damage. A lot of lightning damage on that little slug. But yeah, let me know where you guys are in D2R. And I'm going to... Oh, shit. Look at that. That happened fast. Yeah, but this character now is to the point where she's just pwning Val. And I'm pretty much done here. I just wanted to showcase, you know, a little bit of the throne room and stuff. And definitely wanted to show off that ring. But yeah, I mean, the graphics, as you can see, looks pretty good. Let's go back to Legacy. See, there's Legacy. It's kind of showing what they did here. I mean, what do you guys think about the changes? You know, somewhat in terms of the, you know, just the background visuals and all that. One of you pointed out in the comments how in the River of Flame, there's no longer what they said were like flame waves or something, or lava waves. So I wasn't really sure what you were referring to, but yeah, I wonder what that's all about. That sucks if they took, you know, some unique shit out of the game, or if they would just forget, or they didn't think it was important, or something like that. But that was just what some guy said in the comments below. But yeah, so now she's just wasting the shit out of everything. And the nice thing is, you know, Lightning Sentry shoots up to 5 times. So there's 4, then 5, but 1 in the middle here. So we'll see just, once a few things get murdered, it just pops the corpses. So yeah, it's very rewarding putting more points into Death Sentry. 4.6 yards now. And Diablo 2 yards, they seem to be pretty fucking long, so 4.6 is not bad. Or maybe it's relatively accurate, I don't know. But yeah, let me know where you guys are on D2R. What's the best item that you found so far? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Ice Toad is very pleased with that. Because, man, I played a lot of Diablo 2, right? Maybe I found 2 SOJs in total ever, both of which were on the mods. It might have been one on Path of Diablo, I can't recall. But I feel like I found 2 total ever. Certainly not more than that. It's either 1 or 2. But let me know how many SOJs you guys have found. Granted, I don't always run, like, top MF characters. You know, I often have 100 to 150 MF. And I'm running the Pit and shit. And I'm running the Chaos Sanctuary, you know, with 100 to 150 MF, generally. So I'm often not one of those dogs who just run, you know, 350, 400, 500 MF sorceresses, just going full throttle and trying to get them uniques. So bosses with this build, man, I remember I was in a game with a Lightning Javazan, and she just wasted, she was level 40, right? And she just wasted his ass with Charge Strikes. Charge Strike is so freaking powerful in LOD Classic, especially against bosses, because you stab them and every bolt practically hits the boss. Oh, hell yeah. There we go. There's my Ralort Tal replacement right there that I haven't even made yet. Because, yeah, I always like to wear, you know, uniques over just the niche rune words. And this one is quite up to par with Ralort Tal. Gives a lot of resist. The ward? 32. So pretty shitty. I mean, fuck it. You know, I'm better off making Ralort Tal, but whatever. For now, that's what I'll wear. I might hold this for the Paladin. Nah, that's too shitty. Don't do that, Ice Boy. Don't do that, Ice Boy. I'm just gonna sell that. But yeah, let me know where you guys are in D2R. You having a good time? I'm on my way to hell. And it's kind of exciting, because like I said, I'm going to be running the Pit, and I'm going to be farming Eldritch, Shank, and Nightmare for starters, at least. I'll be farming them a little bit very soon here. So if you guys will, like the damn video, subscribe to the page, become a patron if you want, or you can buy Ice Boy a fucking coffee. I think I'm going to go chug some right now. Links in the description below. May the Creator bless you and keep you. And to all of my patrons, may you have many wives. Peace be with you.